Where should we run, people?
We're all running together, aren't we? We're a nice
No
target.
idea.
That's why I'm just following everyone else, I think.
Okay, one motherfucker down. Now go get to that.
What up, ladies? Leon Trotsky brings some more Battlefield 3 gameplay, and today there's no objective in this game. I know I'm not PTFOing, oh my god. I'm playing TDM, and I'm playing on some Armored Kill maps, because we don't really play that much TDM, and there's new TDM maps for Armored Kill, so I figured I'd check it out. We are playing today on Armored Shield, I believe is the name of this one, and it is the best TDM. I haven't played all the TDM maps, so I can't really say that, but it is an awesome TDM map for many different reasons. It's just good close quarters. This was our first round playing, and I tore it up. I think it went like 16-2 or something like that with this QBZ 95B engineer gun. First off, before I do want to talk about the maps, guys. I'm loving the maps in Armored Kill for multiple reasons. Before I get onto that rant, I want to let you guys know there is a reason I've been loving this QBZ 95B, or whatever the engineer QBZ gun is that came with the Back to Karkan DLC. It is a blast. I've been loving it a lot for multiple reasons. I'm going to give those to you real quick right now. Obviously, it is a bullpup weapon. There's only two engineer bullpup weapons, if I remember correctly. Bullpup means they're like reloading the magazine below the or behind the trigger. What that does in the game is it allows you to have a little bit better like movement speed, strafing left to right while aiming down sight. I like this gun for multiple reasons. I run the suppressor and the laser pointer thing on it, and it gives me some good hip fire. It allows me to stay suppressed, which is one of the big things I was looking for in these Armored Kill maps with an engineer weapon. Also, they nerfed the M4, so I was looking for something different, and this gun kind of took its place. Obviously, it still gets owned up close with faster fire rate weapons. You know, you get stuck in a close quarters with the MTAR, even the M4A1, you're going to lose a lot of them. But we're using the AK-74U a little bit, but I found this gun just a little bit more fun. It's got that suppressor on it, still works well with that. The laser sight still gives me some hip fire accuracy, and I still get some range. So that's where I've been running with the engineer class. I've been loving this gun. Check it out, you guys. You might enjoy it as well. I feel like it's got some good stuff that will play well to my play style and how I play with this Armored Kill. Map-wise, guys, we're playing Armored Shield, like I said, TDM. And these maps are awesome. I don't know what happened to Battlefield 3 or the developers or map designers or what happened, but these maps are great. And obviously, they're doing some changes with the rush maps and like the Armored Kill and the gunship. Obviously, people are like, oh my god, it's so OP. Yeah, they're going to change it. They're going to make it so that, so it takes longer to spawn in, and once you destroy it, it takes longer to respawn, and it takes longer to move up in the bases, and all sorts of different little stuff to make it basically harder to attack, to make it a little bit easier for the defenders. And I understand where they're going with it, but at the same time, I like the challenge. I like the tough stuff. I like, once I do get that defensive gameplay hold, I'm like, man, I did defense, and I held them, and it was good, and it was hard, and it's worthy of a gameplay. Like, now it's going to be like, whatever. Like, defensive gameplay usually is boring on Battlefield 3. Usually, defensive gameplay, like, you didn't play the objective, unless you're just kill horn like a boss and not spawn camp, because that's the big thing on defense. You don't want to be spawn camping when you're showing the videos. And the AC-130, obviously, you can't spawn camp because they're going to just drop down below you. So it's a nice little change of pace. Still probably bringing some defensive gameplay. We'll see. We'll see what happens once they implement these changes. I believe they're coming at the end of next week, something like that. But map stuff, they figured these maps out perfectly, guys. These maps have that reminiscent of the Bad Company 2, even Bad Company 1 maps. This map, for example, here kind of gives me the Oasis feel, which is a Bad Company 1 map mixed with a little of the heavy metal, especially this TDM map here, for example, which I think is perfect for TDM. Just reminds me of that heavy metal. Lots of little buildings you can move in and out of. Just a lot of areas, close quarters, but far lines of sight. It's just got everything that you'd want in a TDM map. No places that are going to be super camper friendly. Obviously, people can get set up in buildings and play defense, but you're not going to get a lot of traffic there. So it's just a nice TDM map. And I think a lot of these maps on all the game modes are just a blast. Even on the console, lol. I mean, they're big, yeah, but they have that Battlefield like feel to them, and there's just something that they did right. I've always compared maps when I think about something that got me sick of playing Call of Duty as opposed to Battlefield, and this is kind of a metaphor that I use to understand the maps. And I think with the new vanilla Battlefield 3 maps, they kind of went away from that typical feeling that you get when you're playing a Battlefield map where it's. Let me explain this to you if you guys can understand this. Call of Duty maps, think of like a small square, and you're like a race. A rat in a maze, and you're just running around, and you got a bunch of little things that you can't run through. That's Call of Duty. Battlefield, especially Bad Company 2, Bad Company 1, what it was a huge area with a lot of little stuff in the middle. Like, I'm thinking like woods paintball type of thing, where there's a bunch of things that you can go in and out of, but in general, you're in a humongous area that's filled with little things, rather than a little area that's cut off and portioned up into different ways. These armored kill maps, they give me that big feeling of when it's like a huge battlefield with a bunch of structures in it that I can use to my advantage for cover, to move up, whatever it be. It's not that close quarters, nothing's destructible, I'm stuck in a maze type of feeling. It's like, I gotta find the best route, the best way to take cover. I can take cover in a building if I need. It's just the real feeling of battlefield. There's houses and stuff that you gotta use cover that looks different. It's not all, and it's destructible. You gotta know what you can use and stuff. Oh, I loving these maps, guys. Loving them all. They're good fun on all the different game modes. Some of them obviously are a little bit better on some modes than others. This Conquest, like Armored Shield is great TDM map, probably the best by far. I also enjoy it on. Other than that, like this Armored Shield is probably one of my least favorites, to be honest. The Rush is a little tough because there's no jets on this map. Also, same with Conquest, no jets. So I'm a little, but the Bandar Desert is awesome. I'm really enjoying that one, especially for tank superiority. That's a good map for tank superiority. It's a good map for Conquest. I really enjoy the desert one for Conquest, where you got 3 flags. At least on console, you got 3 flags at one point. You got the 1 flag, and then the last flag's the AC-130 base. Good little setup with that one. The Death Valley map's also good. I like the blue tint. It's got a cool, especially on Rush, it's got a good vibe to it. I like the Rush maps, to be honest. I really do. I hope it feels a little more balanced, more people play it and enjoy it, because I think that they did good with a lot of good bases and stuff like that. It's tough. It's challenging. It's fun. You got to watch your bases. You got to watch all the different flanking routes. There's a lot of flanking routes, big flanking routes. That's what Battlefield's about, guys. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know what I would say. Okay, let's favorite game modes. TDM, this one by far, Armored Shield. Tank Superiority, Bandar Desert by far. Conquest, Conquest. I'm probably torn between Alborz is fun. I'm iffy, and Alborz is weird to me. I like it and I don't like it. I think Alborz is great on Rush. It's tough for both sides. I think that's probably my favorite Rush map out of the 3. And then as far as Conquest goes, I'm probably going to have to say Bandar Desert again on Conquest. It's a good one on Conquest. It's a lot of fun. I like the setup. The map design's really well, flag setup. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know what are your favorite maps and modes in the comments below. Is there stuff that I'm missing that I should check out that I really, is a certain TDM map that you think's better than this one? Let me know in the comments below. If you have any questions about weapon setup, anything at all, let me know. I will be PTFOing. You know how we do. See you on the battlefield soon, ladies, and I'll let my buddies take it out. We were gloating over how much of a fun game that was. Anyways, till next time.
Yeah, I like that.
I went fucking sick. I actually prefer that to the Rush and the Conquest on that map.